Hi there. So today on the farm, we got a ton of pallets, like these really big pallets, and I plan to make a goat barn out of these. We're going to use these, stack them long ways, and then use those shorter pallets behind me and build stalls for all of the goats so that when I feed the girls, they can go into their stalls and eat, and I know that everybody is getting what they're supposed to be eating and they're not eating everybody's food. So in order to unload these, first, let me show you. We have to first move some of this mulch we were given. We got all this beautiful mulch for free, which is awesome. My goats aren't really eating it the way that I hoped that they would. So my plan is, before we unload any of those pallets, is to come over here to the garden because spring is coming and I want to start getting these raised beds ready for spring. So let me turn the camera around and show you. So I initially stacked the raised beds too high, 2 bricks high. And I really do believe that this is deep enough to grow most stuff in. Like pumpkins, squash, anything like that is going to be vining out. And for the tomatoes and stuff, I can do those in the wooden beds, which are nice and high. They have definitely settled and the compost has gone down a lot in all of them. So eventually we'll grab some more compost and top them off. I need to figure out what's going on over here because I have a bunch of miscellaneous fruit trees and everything should be getting watered, but it just doesn't look very happy. It looks very dry and I'm watering them quite regularly. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I need to go through here and figure it out and make sure that everything is getting watered nicely. And then I have all this like wheat and stuff. I think it's wheat. It was coming up from my chicken feed and my chickens were not eating it. And then we also had pumpkin growing in here, but we got a bunch of cold frosts and it's mostly dead. Like it is still alive, but it's probably not going to do anything. So I need to figure that out because I don't know if I'm going to put any more raised beds. But anyways, so I'm going to take these 2 down. One, I'm going to pull some of this out of here, pull the dirt out, pull the compost out, and probably replant that somewhere else. And then put them down a level. I have more cardboard over here, so I will put the cardboard down, make a couple more raised beds with these 2 high. And then I also have fruit trees. I don't know if you can see them way back here. I have all of these fruit trees back here. And it is getting very annoying to try and just walk in between the path. So today's agenda is going to be to get those brought down a notch, put the cardboard down, create a couple more raised beds. I probably won't fill them up with compost today, but that's okay. Then I'm going to take the mulch, move it over into the garden area and set it down in between all of the raised beds. I'm going to cut all that wheat back, feed it to my rabbits if they're going to eat it. If they won't, it'll just get composted. And then we're going to load up the plants into the wheelbarrows and also move them over here so that I have all of my fruit trees and all of my garden stuff just in one area. My chickens are digging the heck out of my fruit trees over there. So I want everything moved over here. It's not a super sunny spot in the morning. It gets a lot of afternoon sun, which I think will be fine. And a lot of it is clear. I mean, this isn't too bad. I could go through with the loppers and just kind of tidy it up. But I feel like right in here would be the perfect place to move all these fruit trees. And same with these. I will move these to over here and have my hose hooked up. And I'll leave that sprinkler there to water all of these beds. And then I'll move my oscillating sprinkler over here to water all of these. But first I got to see what's going on. A lot of these don't look too good because we had a lot of cold fronts and things of that nature. Like this banana tree, it will definitely come back. It will be fine. This will die off. That will come off, but it will come back. It will be fine. These grapevines are not very happy, but they'll be okay. Same thing with my blueberries. They don't look very happy, but they'll be okay. Oh, I think my pineapple may have died. Aw. Well, that one's not looking so hot. it's still in the ground. So we'll count that as a win. It just died off. It wasn't too happy with life, but that's okay. This had Mexican sunflowers in it, which will also come back and they'll be fine. And yeah, so I'm just going to kind of go through here and separate it out because I had a lot of my like indoor plants mixed in with these. And I want to make sure everybody's good. These need to be repotted. And yeah, I had this was a money tree that looked magnificent. It's still rooted, so that's good. Lemongrass right here. Also not super happy, but alive. So it's okay. Like stuff will come back in the springtime and it will start to look way better. I am going to mow all this down and see if my rabbits will eat it. Looks like I do have clover growing in here in between. So that's exciting because I kind of thought it all died. I don't know what kind of weeds these are, so I'm going to look them up. But anyways, thanks for watching. This week is going to be a very productive week. That's for sure. I really want to get a lot of this done. Maybe I'll just leave that raised bed because it has, I don't know. I'm sure I can. That's an herb. Uh-oh, that needs to come out of there. That's like a mint or something. That needs to go into a pot. Hopefully that one will be fine too when I pick it up. Everything my son has growing in here is just this radish. And it will be fine. So, yummy, little radish. My son grew. How cute. But yeah, let's get to it. I'm going to set up the tripod, find my wheelbarrow and my shovel. Start by taking the dirt out of these, putting it into my wheelbarrow, replanting those two things in there, and then cardboard and making a couple raised beds. I'm also going to get those out of there. I tried to start strawberries in them. They did not start, so they're gone. Alrighty. We got single beds out of those. And one big bed here for now. We have more concrete blocks. But we don't have enough cardboard today to get those all set up. So we will collect some more concrete blocks. And then we can put the rest of these down as well. Make a couple more raised beds with those. And yeah, water break time. And then we're going to start moving mulch. Oh no, the wheelbarrows are full of dirt. Okay, well, gotta get the dirt out of there first. Oh, well, it's compost, but whatever. Gotta get that out of there. We are going to make one more raised bed right here with the rest of our concrete blocks. I have a bunch of cardboard to put at the bottom, so that's what I'm using. You can use compost, which I do have a ton of compost, and normally I would use the compost, but it hasn't been, mulch, sorry. You can use mulch, and normally I would use mulch, but it hasn't been composted. So it's hot mulch right now. You can literally see the steam coming off of it. So to put mulch at the bottom of these raised beds is not typically ideal. But I don't think we're going to be planting anything in these for probably another month. It's January right now. So I should have some time, hopefully, for it to break down a bit and not be so hot before I start planting anything in them. But just a heads up, you can use the mulch. But if it's not already composted, be aware of that. It is going to be putting off some serious heat. And that's not typically the best thing to plant in. So I'm going to use the cardboard I have, and then I'll just use mulch. But I already had these, so might as well use them up. Okay. Use the slack line box. Doesn't matter. Okay. Let's put this one here. And that one there. Alright, now we gotta start carrying over some more concrete blocks. Woohoo! Almost done. Killing 2 birds with 1 stone. About to die, but we have got all of our concrete blocks out. I ran out of cardboard, which is fine because I have a ton of freshly cut trees. And although they are hot right now, as long as I put like a thin layer down here, I think that they'll be fine. So definitely need to get more compost here soon. So we will do that when we're ready. But we got all these raised beds. I need to trim all this stuff in between. I am going to order some more raised beds like this from Amazon here soon. Just not right now. Those were made with leftover wood that I had that I burned. I think they look pretty good. So yeah, we just added a lot more space. Now we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Now we have 14 raised beds, and I still have room to put the rest of my fruit trees over here. So I'm going to clear all this brush out and move my fruit trees from over there to over here. Also move those from around there. Probably I can either move them along the perimeter or just move them all up here. It really doesn't matter, but it's looking really good. Got lots more raised beds now. I'm super excited. Gonna take a break, and then we're gonna start loading up the mulch in the wheelbarrow from that pile, because again, we cannot unload these pallets until we get a path cleared, which means the mulch has to be moved. Okay, we made a nice dent. Got a little pathway here so that we can get the pallets off the trailer tomorrow, because we are both exhausted. Cookie, get out of there! We're definitely not doing any more tonight, but hopefully we'll make a decent dent when we finish this up, if we can. So we got about half of the garden beds, and in between the garden beds filled up with mulch, which is nice. About half. Still going to finish up around all of these, and then any raised beds that don't have cardboard down, are going to get a thin layer of mulch down first, and in between, of course. So yeah, I'm absolutely exhausted. Time to go to the Y, let the kids have some fun and play, and then we will hit this again tomorrow morning. So I forgot that I had all of this like pine shavings and mulch and horse poop that was composting in my compost bins, but I didn't put a track system yet and like doors. So my chickens just get in here and they literally scratch everything up. Like it is so much higher. You probably can't tell, but it's nice and broke down. This is what it's looking like. So I'm going to collect this and go and put it in my raised beds that don't have cardboard, and probably even some of the newer ones anyways, just because I have it. It's good. It will break down. And then I can just do like straight compost right on the top. But definitely going to go put this down in some of my raised beds with a very thin layer of that chunky stuff. And then a thin layer of this. And then I'll do compost on top. Yeah. So you see how thin of a layer just right on top. And then I'm going to put this down. Well, I may die. Does anybody else have like ADHD that just gets the best of you? Because it started out getting these pallets to and those pallets. Ooh, hello, this way. To build a goat barn with stalls. I'm overheated. Holy cow. And turned into a detour for 2 days, and now I've been outside moving mulch into the garden, getting all the raised beds the way that I want them. I think I found 30 more concrete blocks, so I'm excited for that for free. So I'm supposed to go pick them up on Saturday, assuming that's meant to be. And then I'm going to start expanding my garden that way, because this part gets way more sun than over here. So like not going any further this way for sure. But let me show you how it's looking now. I'm excited. Oh, she is looking all mulched up around all the raised beds and looking very nice. This one, my son started to spread out the compost before I put that down, so that half is not going to have it. It is stacked a little high right now, but it will compress and go down by the time that I actually make it out here with more compost. I'm also going to fill these up some more because they have settled quite a bit and gone down. I'm going to turn the sprinkler on tonight. There's nothing but really herbs growing in here that a friend of mine gave me. And then I do have some of these like crazy weeds. I'm assuming these are weeds. And then little clover plants in between. Lots of clover in between. So that is exciting. Super fun. Getting distracted. See the clover though. Very nice. Whew. Okay, we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Wait a minute. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. So we have 14 raised beds right now, which is exciting. I can't wait to add some more and eventually have enough to feed our family with what we grow. But yeah,